3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Alexander. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive. 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Alexander. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Alexander. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Alexander. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Well, folks, the run to history is on. Certainly something the whole NFL is watching. He is in sight of Emmitt Smith's all-time rushing record of 18,355 yards.
How about this? Still in the first half, man. All right, so there's a lot of ball left to be played. Here's the problem I'm going to have. I don't want to violate the rules of being an analyst. It's your call to make, but you're going to need a seatbelt to hold me down when he makes that kick.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Rush. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the bootleg. Atkinson rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Atkinson, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Atkinson. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. from the gun. McAllister, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 87, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, McAllister. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
It's nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the option. And they corral just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Alexander on the move. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Alexander. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Raven, first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Alexander. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Complete to number
That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Alexander. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Alexander. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Big gain on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Baltimore.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw on 2nd down. Atkinson flush to his right. It's the right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll try the left side. Rush. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Raven first down.
First down, Alexander. He's going to take off with it. And now the ball's out, funneled near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Atkinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Atkinson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The final shot before break. Alexander. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Sacked. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Atkinson firing up by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Alexander. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw. Alexander. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Atkinson sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, McAllister. Oh, it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble, had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Alexander. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rush. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, Atkinson. Middle complete. It's Baker. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
To throw on second down, Atkinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
It's now third down.
Looking to throw. Atkinson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll find his man on the outside. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. His throw at the 5.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 3-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Atkinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Makes extra point, hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Alexander. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Point after here coming up.
Big score. First step in their attempts to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's out to the left flat and complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Atkinson, they'll roll him out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down. Rush. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Atkinson. Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Back to throw. Atkinson. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a hit this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Alexander. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Palmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
First down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. He'll look to throw. To the left side, complete. That's Palmer. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the Jaguars' 14-yard line.
To throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Baltimore.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And it's incomplete. And now just 3 seconds left. Look at the clock. Time for one more shot. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Good job, good job.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll look to
another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody now, I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. With the blues in it, eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only silver. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on a diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues.